It's Crypto Lifer. If you came to my channel, you're already doing the right thing. Let's get into the news. If crypto is your life, that's why you're here with the Crypto Lifer. Let's get into the news real quick. We'll get into the Bitcoin chart. We'll get into some other charts. We'll talk about what I see for the future. It's Crypto Lifer and what's possible. If you came to my channel, you're already doing the right thing. Let's get into the news. If crypto is your life, that's why you're here with the Crypto Lifer. Let's get into the news real quick. Okay, so first thing I want to talk about, Bitcoin trading surges as Malaysia mulls cash payment limit. The peer-to-peer trade volumes of Bitcoin spiked in Malaysia as their central bank discussed the prospects of capping cash transactions. The Central Bank of Malaysia announced this week that it's going to introduce a cash transaction limit of $6,000 US starting next year. The Deputy Governor Datuk Abdul Rashid Ghaffar said all transactions that involve physical cash payments, including payments of goods and services, as well as transfers between two parties, would fall under the new transaction limit. I mean, that's even like, it's boggling my mind, telling me how, like, what if a car's, I don't know, it's like a transaction limit. Oh, physical cash. So you can't, it's physical cash. So they're just really trying to clamp down on physical cash. But weird how it surges the Bitcoin trading, you know? And again, government's telling you what you can do with your money. Let me repeat that. Government's telling you what you can do with your money. Not very democratic. But that's why Bitcoin is here, guys. To me, Bitcoin is more than just a payment system. And that was amazing to me when I got into Bitcoin, because it was the first, like, the two, like, maybe making money, starting a business, and that passion. But you know what I'm saying? Like, the deep connection towards the value of money. Like, there was, I didn't feel like a warrior, or, you know, like one channel, the Crypto Revolution. Shout out to Chris. I joined his trading group. Amazing trading group. I just want to shill it right now. If you need a trading group, you're new to trading, you can't beat it. $60 a month. And there's like 1,000 people, and there's probably like a few hundred really hardcore, and there's good veteran traders, and there's amazing energy. It's a great place to go if you want to start learning how to trade. And we're hard on people over there. Like, you'll come in as a beginner and be like, oh, people love to ask, what coin? And we're like, chart it, dude. Like, open up a chart and start drawing things, post it, and then people are going to say that's horrible, and they're going to be nice about it, and they're going to tell you, oh, your line's this, yeah, you're going to fix it, and they're going to say nice chart. They're going to post another chart. After a month of posting charts in the beginner section, you're going to know how to chart, because the group is going to be like, fine-tuning you. It's an amazing group. Better than anything else you can find online, because you're going to have to pay way more. And I don't know if you're going to get like the forceful, like, we bring people in and we try to turn them into a trader. It's pretty interesting. Military run media advises China to reward soldiers with cryptocurrency. A tokenized rewards and demerit system. A recent article in the military-run PLA today suggests that some form of cryptocurrency could be used as part of a performance assessment reward system that would gauge how well soldiers completed tasks, progressed in their training, and other criteria. Such a system could award or deduct tokens according to one's daily performance, thus generate an objective assessment would effectively energize human resource management, the article said. They're turning people into video games, It's like insane, dude. China's about-face on crypto and blockchain. The release of Facebook's Libra white paper back in June lit a fire under the People Bank of China, causing them to dramatically speed up the development of its planned central bank digital currency, the CBDC. In a store near you guys, coming at you. That's pretty funny, though. That's interesting, right? But then they're gonna give. I thought they were gonna do this in like the real world too, with like social points. And like, if you were a good person, you got more tokens, social tokens. And if you were bad, they took them away. And then you find, like, I'm laughing because I'm probably scared of it. Like, it's hilarious because it's not that funny. Because if the world really turns into that place, it'll be a sad, sad world. And you might see me in my bathrobe. Yes, I am in one. But what I want to show you is it says The President Show. That's right. I worked on this show for Comedy Central. And they made fun of Trump a lot. Like, whatever. I'm not even going to get into politics on my channel. It's not what I want to talk about. But I worked in the show, and it was just they gave us these at the end of the show. It was pretty funny, you know. Backed Bitcoin futures print 3 consecutive days of high volume. After a dismal start, interest in backed physically settled Bitcoin futures is finally improving. The Intercontinental Exchange backed venture has recorded 3 consecutive days above the $10 million in trading. The figure still lags far behind the 24-hour Bitcoin trading volume reported at other larger trading venues. Compared to the volume reported at Back's debut in September, however, yesterday's 12.7 million trading sessions seems huge. Interest in Back picks up to 42.5 million in Bitcoin futures contracts trade in the last 3 days. Amazing. It's good news, man. Good news for Bitcoin. $4.9 million ransomware hits Mexico state-owned oil firm to demand 565 Bitcoin. Ooh, I wish I had 500 Bitcoins. Mexico's state-owned oil company, Pemex, has been hit by a ransomware attack that's seen extortionists demand 565 Bitcoin, around 4.9 million. The attack has reportedly forced Pemex, Petros Mexicanos, to halt critical operations and to disconnect 5% of its network from the internet. Workers, according to Bloomberg, reported internal memos initially told them not to turn on their computers, although they were turned on later on. On Twitter, Pemex posted a statement claiming its operations are being disrupted, although some replied claiming systems are down and causing disruptions. Wow. Not good. I don't like to see Bitcoin in a bad light, so I don't know. Almost don't want to report these stories, but you gotta just, I want to talk about it. I want to talk about it because, people doing ransomware and then demanding Bitcoins. It's like, we can eventually trace those Bitcoins to an address, though, and then to another address and another address and another address. And like through chain analysis, like we'll get you. We'll get you one day. And that's what blockchain's for. So good luck. They'll probably just dump it into Monero and disappear, but hopefully we can catch them somewhere along the chain. Bullish for Bitcoin. World Gold Council report shows 61% trust hard money over fiat. A new report by the World Gold Council shows that there is global demand for harder forms of money than fiat currencies. Such demand points to a bright future for Bitcoin, given that it represents an even harder form of money than precious metals. Yeah, and people would ask why. I own gold. I also own silver, and I'm proud of that. I'm proud to say that I also own Bitcoin, and I'm proud to say that as well. And I probably would never have owned Bitcoin if I never got gold or silver. Those 2 things to me, or 3 things, go hand in hand. Like, I just bought something that was more scarce than fiat. It's quite simple to me. There's a lot of fiat and everyday billion. What if you bought a coin and they were making 270 billion coins a night? Who would buy that coin? Who would trade that coin? You wouldn't want that cryptocurrency on CoinMarketCap. No one would. So it's trash, man. And it's sad that they did that to the American dollar. Look up what they did to the continental dollar. And our forefathers made sure in the Constitution that income tax was illegal. But it's here anyway. Cryptocurrency will probably alleviate that. At one point, there's going to be a transaction. There's going to be wallets that exist. And the only people that know they exist are the people that know the wallet exists. And 2 people that do transactions like that, that's just 2 transactions in the middle of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? In all the transactions. So, I don't know, it's interesting to me where this world is going to go and what the government's going to do to try to hold control. But I am bullish for Bitcoin and gold and hard money. There's only 3 million Bitcoin left, guys. That's insane. To me, that's a serious thing. 3.5 million. That's it. So, get as much as you can, is my advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Yada, yada, yada. Look at the disclaimer in the description below. Messari raises $4 million for Uncork Capital and Coinbase Ventures. Messari, A cryptocurrency analytics and research startup announced on Wednesday that it had raised $4 million fundraising round led by Uncork Capital with new participation from Coinbase Ventures. Today, we're proud to announce our latest round led by, MCore Cap, blah, 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 joined by Coinbase and Balahas. We also like to welcome Jeff to our board of directors. According to the announcement, the capital will go towards developing Messari's disclosure registry, an open source database for investors and stakeholders to keep tabs on the status of blockchain projects, in addition to improving Messari Pro research and data analytics. The funding will help us invest in the tools necessary to further automate our data ingestion process. Have you ever seen their website? A lot of people don't talk about it. Someone I knew actually showed me it, and it's pretty interesting. Should have had this up already, right? But Messari.io, obviously. And yeah, it's, screener. Shows you all the coins like CoinMarketCap, liquid market, ported market, volume, liquid supply. 18 million coins, baby. So, yeah, check it out. I actually haven't ever, logged in or gone pro or anything. I actually forgot about it, and this article is reminding me that someone showed me this in the summer. Yeah, Messari. A lot of people don't talk about it, because I watch a lot of channels, but I don't see it mentioned, A lot of participating projects, 10x, Simple Token, Polymath, some names I know, Wave, Zcash. Interesting. AirSwap. Lisk up in there, Maker, with the Maker DAO. I wish I'd realized what Maker really was when it came out. Now I get it. But hey, you win some, you lose some. Okay. Bitcoin's price history reveals the unusual importance of November 13th. Isn't this strange? Today, November 13th? Throughout its history, the Bitcoin price has followed several fractals based on previous movement. Additionally, there have been numerous events which are considered to be predictive of Bitcoin's price movement, such as the halving. One slightly more bizarre occurrence is the price movement after November 13th. Since 2014, the day marked the beginning of either a significant or upward or downward move. In 2015, it seems likely that today is the lowest point before an upward move that will take the price above 10,000. I'm also going to look at the charts, and I'm bullish. Cryptocurrency trader Patty Stash stated the significance of November 2013 while suggesting that if Ethereum breaks out from the resistance line, then altcoin dominance might blow up. Is this the perfect storm? Is today the day? Will ETH smash that downtrend? Will altcoin dominance blow through the roof? It sure feels like something's about to give. This guy's tweet would make perfect sense. Whatever. These are just tweets, guys. Don't get too hyped in it. I just want to see what the data says. On November 13, 2014, the price reached 485 before creating a long upper wick. Afterwards, a downward move ensued and the price decreased by 65%. In 62 days, I think it should have said. On November 13th in 2016, it held no significance in 2015 at all. So, on November 13th, 2016, the price made a low of 725 before initiating a rapid increase of 71% in 53 days. So it's like, boom. Just seems to be boom, downward, 2013, the price reached a low of 7,000 before beginning an upward movement that led to an increase of 240% in 34 days. On the other hand, on November 13th, 2018, it preceded the final downtrend move of a correction, initiating a decrease of 50% in 31 days. But there's November 13th, boom. There's November 13th, boom, boom, boom. I mean, it's a little strange, and the fact that we're in this little pocket, and the day hasn't ended yet here on the East Coast, and it won't end really until 3 in the morning. I don't know where the last place November 13th is. Is it California or Hawaii maybe? Someone could let me know. But Bitcoin, man, it's just sitting and it could boom. What is his target? Yeah, 14. Yeah, I have a target similar to that. No, we're gonna get into that. The last thing I do, I'm gonna get into the chart with Bitcoin. It's pretty interesting. Binance US plagued by low liquidity. Of course it is, man. Binance US opened almost 2 months ago amid significant anticipation, but it appeared to have failed to deliver on the hype as its liquidity remains comparatively low to its incumbents like Bittrex and Kraken. One thing I want to say though, and I mean it's also is true with Bittrex and Kraken, is that they won't let New Yorkers trade on Binance.us because of the bit license, I believe, and they're maybe working on it, but I can't trade in it. I'm out of New York City and I can't trade in it. So there's a bunch of liquidity they're not getting from not just me, but many, many New Yorkers. And New York is like the trading capital of the world, dude. Wall Street, it's one of the biggest cities by population in the United States, maybe the biggest. And trade on it yet because they won't let me trade on it. It's kind of whack. Made me really upset and want to move to Wyoming. I'm really serious. The doomsday economists were wrong, may underestimate Bitcoin too. Armageddon economists have been proven wrong by the economic recovery of the past few years. Many will likely be just as wrong about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Doomsday economists and naysayers proven wrong. Since 2014, so-called Armageddon economists were seemingly saying it all. Some claim that a crash is imminent and to go into bonds to wait out the storm. And don't get into bonds either, they'll crash. Others, like Peter Schiff, were just incessantly shilling the gold. What they said about Bitcoin. Some of these economists have indeed spoken out against Bitcoin. In 2018, for example, economist Paul Krugman penned a piece titled "The Transaction Cost and Tethers: Why I'm a Crypto Skeptic" in the New York Times. The tone was, as you might expect, dismissive of Bitcoin. Others, like Peter Schiff, have echoed similar criticism of Bitcoin and instead opting for gold as the end-all investment. And this is like, I hear his name too much now, and I like Peter. I've gotten into why I like Peter. I have a video where I go into that, where I say 9/11 led me to Bitcoin. If you really want to know my story, check out that video. It basically tells my story, how I got into crypto, why I'm here today, and it's an amazing story. I really, really, really think you guys should check it out. Essentialland Mana is giving away $50K in prizes in its December creator contest. According to the announcement page, the contest will run from December 2nd to December 15th, and participants will be tasked with creating a unique, interactive scene using Decentraland's drag and drop builder, which requires no coding ability to use. This is made possible thanks to Decentraland's new smart items, which are fully configurable, providing customization in terms of localization and behavior. These items must be used for event submissions to be considered for a reward. Wow, it's pretty cool. That might make the price go up, honestly, because people will buy more of it to do this. Like, I might want to just join this, and I'm thinking of joining, like, making a login and just, like, building a little space. Just, you know what I'm saying? Pretty funny. Tron Justin Sun announces an announcement. Yeah, but he said, taken to Twitter, the way he says, but I have huge news for Nitron, Tron, TRX, Justin Sun. Of course, there have been some pretty significant and vital advances for Tron in the past few years and months. These include the BitTorrent acquisition. However, many of Sun's announcements have been accused of being overhyped. Whatever, man. He's doing what he's a young guy with a lot of pressure on him. A lot of people criticize him. I don't like to criticize someone I don't know. All you know is what you read in the paper, So we'll see. But I think, I'm not a huge sinking his own ship. On the other side, Sun is doing himself, the blockchain ecosystem, and even Tron project no favors by being an all-signing, all-dancing social media star. Whatever, man. I think people tend to hate what's great. I mean, he's, I think, the 11th coin right now, 12th coin. He was in the top 10. He might get back. Amazing coin. Been watching Tron for 2 years now. So, Tron CEO teases huge secret guest at upcoming Nitro Summit. So now he's saying he'll have an interesting guest. So we'll see what happens. Probably be someone pretty known. Ethereum near ends of a consolidation period as big move looms on the horizon. See, all eyes are on Ethereum, and that's because Ethereum is the daddy of altcoins. Once Ethereum moves, it creates a path for all the other altcoins to boom. Even though there's been altcoins just far more performing everything else. Let's Chainlink, Atom, Neo, all the Chinese coins making good moves. NKN. There's a lot of coins to watch. Yeah. Ripple helped increase XRP liquidity to 200 million a day. You know, we have a top-down strategy was working directly with financial institutions, providing them with enterprise software that's really customized for their world and lets them tap into the power of Ripple. Like, why wouldn't you want to just immediately start using Ripple? I bet it pays for itself within like a week. I would like to see the numbers on that a month. I mean, it has to. If you pay, well, you must pay for the installation. I guess, you know, Ripple is charging, and then from there, it's got to pay for itself, unless it's an ongoing contract, and it's, you know, which is probably a smart idea. They probably have something like that, like it's an ongoing contract as you keep using Ripple. But whatever, I'm sure it pays for itself. Bitcoin miner maker Canaan sets a $100 million target for the U.S. IPO. I thought this was really worth bringing up because, you know, they're a huge competitor. They're one of the biggest ASIC miner manufacturers. So Canaan, the world's second largest Bitcoin miner maker, intends to raise about $100 million in its initial public offering in the U.S. Like, if you're into Bitcoin, this is a stock that's tempting to buy. Let's be honest. And I'm not really wanting to buy any stocks, but it's interesting. You know, there's data. Missouri closes $4 million round, which we talked about. But that's interesting, man. Watch this IPO. Canaan IPO. That's going to be big news, and it's going to be good for Bitcoin because it's going to bring cryptocurrency, you know, into the U.S. spotlight. As it keeps coming out, you're going to see more news, which is great for us. This was interesting. I thought it was worth looking at. I follow different people on TradingView, so this is really unique news. You probably won't get unless you follow certain people. But and if you want to follow this guy, it's Trading Shot. But what he showed is these triangles: Bitcoin triangle boom up, Bitcoin triangle boom up, Bitcoin triangle boom up, Bitcoin triangle boom up, and Bitcoin triangle. Which I think we've actually, let me play this out. I feel like we've made it through there already, but I guess he's drawing like, he's on a very larger time frame. But he shows these, like, he calls them cups, you know, cups and handle cups, however you want to look at them. But boom, boom, boom. This one was not kind of minor. But he's seeing that every time that we end up in these triangles, it tends to boom up. I mean, it is kind of objective. Like, you know, he could have chosen any of these that he wanted. Seal, Bitcoin that went up today, 10%. Look at that, doing well. But yeah, he was just trying to show a correlation, which I do see. You know, something's brewing, guys. Something's going on. Let's just end this. And before I get off, I just want to see, what's going on with Bitcoin. Okay, so I'll tap into the hourly chart, the 4 hour. We should look at the daily though, but we'll look at both. So, I like to really zoom in here and get my lines nice. There's like 1, 2, 3 touches. It's kind of like a touch, almost support line. Now I'm sticking to my story. This is a double bottom, like I said last night. Sticking to it because I play by the rules, and that's the rule. Okay, up to the neck and up some, and up some. Remember, for me, I see up to the neck and up some, and I'll show it to you if you don't believe me. This is how I place a double bottom, just like the bottom of a double top. It goes down, and look, we hit RSI nicely low here, bounce back up, but with momentum. We would like to get above 40, which we're sitting at now. There we go. Yeah. So we get into here, we're getting into bullish momentum territory for the RSI, which is good news. Makes me happy. What do you guys think? All right, so here we go. Here's what I think is going to happen. So like 1, 2, 3, 4 touches. So we're in a rising wedge, a falling wedge. 68% chance of a break to the upside, even though Bitcoin doesn't like that. And I was been told you take the length of the pole, and I've seen, I've seen it happen. So let's put some lines on my targets, on my target. So this is here because it's where boom. You see why it's like not positioned with this wedge because this line comes from my double bottom. Okay. So there. Let's straighten this out. So target 94.18 and 98.64, right? So we break out of this wedge, guys. I mean, who's a fan of that? I am. I mean, look at this strange behavior here. This is another reason. Like, this is just, I don't know, man. With the spike in volume. And now, this is another thing. This right here. See the decreasing volume. That is a sign for a big move. Okay? A very big move. Not a little move. We have all roads, talking. And then I think I can even have one more case for my bullishness. If I use this point here, I draw a trend line. I got some touches, I got some touches here. Like 1, a wick down there, but close. 2, wick through. Like maybe 3. And that's that's, to me, that's a reverse in trend. See, it's a reverse in trend. And you can even watch like trend videos, right? It's the first lower low, higher low. Right here, it's the first, we had a low, and now we have a higher low. If we don't break down further past here, but we did bounce right here. So that's technically a temp low because we did come up from it. And when my double bottom hopefully plays out, and we pop out of here, you could maybe even swing this up. You could do we could do one last thing just like this. Sorry, I get really serious when I do this because to me it's just like, it's everything. Yeah, so, and that you can also do. We took like this, right? The length of the base. So that bullish move is still helping us. So yeah, we're talking at least 10,000, you know? To put my glasses on just to look at that. 10,000, 10,064, all the way up to, see this, 1084. So 10,000, man. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Nice $1,300 move. Made a little smiley face. Put a like, hey. Yeah, but that's my thoughts. A lot of people have other thoughts, crazy ideas, but these are my ideas. We can throw a fib on it. See if we see any confluence. It's kind of messing me up, the panel there. So we're in the pocket, man. I can't write this stuff though, but we're in the golden pocket. Accumulation zone, you know, between the 0.5 and the 618. I mean, this is right where you want to be. This is textbook retracement. Yeah, buy Bitcoin 87.50. Never forget it. You'd be like, yes, I did it. I bought right in the little pocket. You'd be like, yes. You'd be like this guy right here. Yay. You know, I'll post this as my chart. People like, you don't see the fib smile face? You don't trade off that? See it bounces off the eyebrows? I'm just messing with you guys. But that's what I think. And here's my coin list. If you just want to get a glimpse of what I'm looking at. NKN, Tezos, XRP, XLM, Wink, Wabi, VeChain. It's a beast. Rep. I think this is accumulation zone. I talked about it in my last video. I said if you can get it down to 1140, I think it came down. Yeah, it came down really low. This would have been the time, I think, to buy a rep right here. But I also think there's a good thing. I think this is a zone to accumulate. I think this is a zone to accumulate right here. 1096 up to this region. Make a buy here. Try to ladder in down here if we get a bounce. But it could also, honestly, it could already be breaking out of this, like this wedge it was kind of in here. See? It's kind of running its course. So how does it do that? Oh yeah. So 1336. Target. Get yourself some rep. There is a double top. That concerns me. Hold up. Don't leave the program. You know, that's why you should never not like finish a whole traders, just in case. Because look, double top, right? Now this wedge could save it, but textbook says, just like we're gonna go play textbook with Bitcoin. The textbook says we're gonna retrace down to $9. And you see, you pull a fib on it. See, as it gets more complicated, you just start using more tools. You identify patterns. You identify some support and resistance. We can do that now. I like to do that in like a kind of a grand scale here. So just keep marking lines. There's the weirdest support here ever, right? Look, like some strange resistance. This is a weird little pocket. This is strong. There's some right there, right there, right there. I mean, we can keep going till we hit the top. Now you get a real big picture of what it has to do, how many things it has to get through to get where it's got to go. Just beginning to chug along. Just beginning to chug along. This is a strong coin. People have been waiting for this day, for it to kind of break out. When I saw it hit $12 in July, I said, wow, that coin can't get any lower. Boy, was I wrong. We do see the declining volume here. So this could be bullish. We do see this ending. MACD could be crossing soon, ending the downtrend. But you could be prepared either way. I mean, that's a massive neck on, you know, this double top. But usually double tops kind of look similar, like it would already been breaking down, like down here. The 382. So you could try to maybe accumulate right here. So sorry, scratch this buy zone because we're not sure yet. We're not sure yet if this double top is going to play out, but it should. You know, sad to say, but it probably should. On the daily, we're in a similar wedge. More than like a double top, I just feel like we have like a breakout, you know, a wedge. Sometimes it doesn't want to go until you're far away. It's weird. It's like, it doesn't let me, but I would have put that clean. It's just, it's fighting me now. I don't want to waste the time. Boom, broke out, up, boom, and you know, green. Do we get more bullish movement? Is this another beginning of a boom up? So I was trying to say, like, you could buy half your position now. So this is the idea. You're trading with, let's just say, hypothetically, this isn't trading advice or entertainment purposes only, but you're trading with 2,000 rep. But your first order right now is at 1163 at 750. The double top plays out and it breaks down. You put an order in for 750, somewhere around this area, or maybe the whole thing at that point, because that would be luck, and that would be the best luck you could ever have. Because if you could get some more at that level, that means the RSI will have banged itself down here somewhere, like it was down here, which was an amazing buy opportunity, and you can see it. Let's back test it. I mean, and any trader can back test this. I know they do. You see it this low, you take a buy somewhere in this area, right? And you make some money. You go from 14, and you probably don't get the huge push all the way to 17, but 16, you know, you get $2, you get 1/7, you get a little over 10%. Not bad at all, right? Take that trade, be very happy. You buy right here. When it's low, right before the curve, when you see it heading real low, you just know, buy that area. It should save you from a heavy loss anyway. And boom, you get from $8, $8, let's just say, to a peak of 12. That's a 50% move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. Less than a week. 50%. And you get your Bart Simpson pattern here. Boom. Hi, Bart. Looks just like Bart Simpson. And then you buy here on a very low RSI. And this time, hopefully you catch a wick. You're watching. If not, like $8. Out at 878. It's not too bad. You need 80 cents to get 10%, and you got about it. So it's a 10% move. If you can catch the wick, if not, you're definitely getting somewhere in the 3 to 7%. Let's be honest. You buy here. You don't know what's going to bounce. It could get lower, but you know, you take a shot, and you see it maybe reverse even. So you get right here maybe. And we all know $7.62 on October 29th. It was all good just a week ago. To 13 at one point. So if I put a measured move on that with a long position, $75 gain. Let me repeat that. 75% gains. Okay? Okay, guys? And this coin could do it again. It'll do it again. It'll get scary. You know? And here's something, though. On the daily, so that's a lower low. If I go to that bend, it's here, and I go up. If it doesn't break down, that will end up being hidden bullish divergence, which I really think it's confirmed already because this candle is closed. So to me, that tells me this is going to blow. So now I'm in between a little bit. We know the safe route. There was only one little downtick here. That's what I'm saying. You buy $7.50 now, or whatever. What I mean is 30 to 45% of the entire position now. Okay? You save the other one for maybe 2 ladder buys on the down. One's going down. 30, or a little less gains, but gains. You set a stop loss. You let it ride. That's how you play rep. And with that, I'm going to end the stream. And thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications so you can find out when I post my next video. And remember, if you love my videos, go out there and tell your family and friends about crypto. Let them know about my channel, The Crypto Lifer. Let them know that crypto is life. And there's nothing else. Have a great night. Thank you guys so much. Enjoy your lives.